start.
Good morning, everyone. I'm awake. Don't know if I'm fully cognizant, but I'm awake. How are y'all doing? I'm slowly getting through all my work. The current plan on the books is today we do more February work. Thursday stream might be a bit early or a bit late or not happen at all. I have an appointment at I think it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Hang on, let me just double check. I think it's at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's I usually start stream around 8 o'clock in the morning, so I either stream for an hour and start early, or I stream when I get back from the appointment, but I might be too tired after the appointment, so I'm we'll see. Thursday, we'll see. But Sunday, so the D&D thing that was meant to happen on Sunday, God, has been rescheduled to this Sunday. So this Sunday I might start early and do a short stream. If anything, I will probably be editing again if I don't get enough done by then. If not, then it might just be something small. I know Dan has been kind of convincing me to play Llama Luna, or whatever it is, because I've seen him play it a little bit, and he's been like, I need more people to play this to talk about it, and I'm like, well, what's it about? And he's like, well, this is, and I'm like, that does seem intriguing. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll check it out. But next Sunday is the 30th, which will be my birthday, which means I'm going to be doing something really special. I'm going to spend the whole day trying to speedrun Pets Horses 2. I desperately want to speedrun that game. But anyway, first things first. And that is highlights. You're for 50. It was a lockout bingo, wasn't it? Yeah, they did a lockout bingo. Howdy, Rummins. It's your Bempty today? Happy Bempty. How you enjoy it? How is you doing? Whoa. Ooh. Hempus Bempus indeed. Howdy, Ulrich. How you doing? Wait a minute. You're up a little early, aren't you? I know that's funny for me to say, but real gamer cow. Ugh. I tend to see streaming at the impulse thought of why the fuck are you awake, and then I realized I can't talk yet. Yeah. So the reason I stream really early on Tuesdays is I convinced Matt and I have been wanting to convince a few friends to watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine for ages. And the only time that was like everyone could basically find time every single week without having to like reschedule every single week. We're like, okay, what about this week? Are we free this week? Was at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Problem is, I start streaming at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. So I was like, well, you know what? If that is the only time, then just on Tuesdays, I will just wake up like a few hours early and just have a short stream on Tuesday instead. Like, A, I still want to stream, but B, I also want to do things with my friends. I wake up this early on a Friday and Saturday for work anyway, so it's not like waking up this early is new to me. Doing things with friends, I know, nearly impossible. Morning cartoons with DS9, basically. That's basically what it is for like Matt and Shiv. Although Matt has work at the moment, so he tends to miss a lot of it. But he does join sometimes when he's at work and is able to. It's great because I mean they're loving DS9. We're actually at the end of season 3 today and the start of season 1. We watch 3 episodes a week. So we're watching the final 2 episodes of season 3 and the first episode of season 4, which, if you know, I'm very excited for because of what happens in season 4, like episode 1, about characters that are introduced, and it has been so hard, like trying to avoid spoiling. It's like, oh god, don't look up anything about the series, guys. I do not want you to get spoiled. Mayor Belly sounds dreadful. Yeah, I'm not a morning owl, but I do get very depressed if I do sleep in. Like I feel like my day has been wasted if I sleep in. If I wake up at like 9 o'clock, I might be mildly upset, but I might just be like, okay, maybe I needed it. But if I wake up like 10 o'clock onwards, 9 times out of 10, I'll be like, oh, I've wasted my day. Anything I know about DS9 is that I didn't like it as a kid. Now everybody I know is obsessed. I would recommend giving it another shot. Like, DS9 was the one that I didn't know anything. The only thing I knew about DS9 growing up was that it was the it was the DVDs that I saw in my local Blockbuster when I was trying to look for Star Wars DVDs, and I looked, that's not Star Wars. What the fuck is that? And then growing up, it was like, this is the Star Trek that like Star Trek fans love. Like, everyone loves TNG, everyone loves the original, but Star Trek fans love DS9. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh, I see why, because it's really fucking good. I highly recommend anyone give it a shot. Okay, so what was I doing? I was checking, that's right. Check. Kid and think of Crusher. Yeah. Oh god, Wesley Crusher. That's one thing I say DS9 does a lot better than TNG, is that the child characters are a lot better than fucking Wesley Crusher. Not that I hate Wesley Crusher, but like, they feel a lot more like children in DS9. I think again, are the podcasts you used to record all basically done? Yeah, they kind of are. I basically, when we stopped doing them, it was because Dia needed more time in their life for, I think it was the studying that they were doing at the time. And I basically said to them, and I said it pretty regularly after, I was like, listen, the door's always open if you have free time and you want to come back and do it again. But I think it's kind of like, it's been a long time, and I think Dia's probably moved on, which I'm fine with. As much as I would like to have kept going, it's like I don't want to push it if it's like out of obligation more than anything. DS9 and Enterprise are the only ones that felt new enough to not visually feel like a challenge to dive into due to old corny vibes. Yeah. I mean, I will always make an argument for Voyager, but I know Voyager is kind of the black sheep. Which, fair, but also, I love it. Americans use a Z with randomizer, don't you? Yes. Haven't seen deer in a million years. Yeah. Yeah. Deer's definitely gone off and been building up their own thing. Which I do check in on them. And I do talk to them. Still. They seem to be doing pretty well. Oh. Never seen Old Doctor Who was a good time. I would love to continue it in some sort of form. Especially since we were just about to get to like the proper 80s stuff. Like we were just around the corner from where a lot of people say Doctor Who started to decline because like the budget was slashed. And we hadn't even we were nearly about to get to the 5 Doctors too, which would have been fun. Oh yeah, yeah, they're just off doing their own thing. I mean, I am 100% open to doing the podcast again in some form, finding out some way of doing it, even if it just becomes like a once a month thing or something like that. But again, I know Deer is really, really busy, and I'm really busy at the moment as well because I've taken on more work. I don't know why. More work that I don't get paid for. I need to stop doing that. I need to get paid for things. Especially since rents are going up constantly. Even though a rate cut has just happened in Australia. Oh yeah, that'll definitely be passed on to renters. Might offer you even more unpaid work. Oh yeah, certainly. Actually, a lot of these are ramen, so I might just put ramens in as the default. Money is used for things. Yeah, money can be exchanged for goods and services. That's what Homer tells me. Ooh. I'm very appreciative that for, I think it was the Hitman streams. I can't remember what streams it was. Barry moved the Discord thing down and just hasn't moved it back up. Because it makes it a lot easier for me to do credits. And I don't think he's done it on purpose. If he has, that's great. But I'm pretty sure he hasn't. Double voice. Wait. Do you have the tab open twice? Oh, okay. Why can't I have no kids and 3 money? Exactly. I'm very much of a mind of like, I already knew very early on in my life that like, I don't want children. Even as I become an adult, even like those times. Actually, I went to Dear's stream and I had your stream. Like, yeah. That's fair. It, I always knew that I never really wanted children. Mainly because, like, I didn't like kids. But also, I don't want children. Like, in general. I don't know. I don't like them. But even as an adult, like, you know when you ask yourself questions of, like, I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I should still ask myself, you know, just to see if my answer's changed or something. And it's like, do I want kids? And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure I still don't want kids. I was like, maybe one day in the future, but that future would have to involve a lot of money. Like, I have a lot of money. Because children are very expensive. Very expensive. So it's like, yeah, even if I wanted kids, the circumstances that I would have to be in order to be personally comfortable to have kids is never going to happen. We live in society. They're case by case. The Lebanese are some of my friends, kids are the coolest tiny little humans I've met.
Wow, it's big.
It is big. Hi, big. Yeah, that is the thing. Loud screaming things. And the problem is, a child you need to love unconditionally. You need to love them when they are those screaming messes. Because otherwise it'll fuck them up when they get older. And it'll make emotional regulation really hard for them. And I think I don't think I have the tolerance for, like, I can barely deal with I can barely deal with it when adults act like that. You know, when adults do things like, "Oh, no one loves me," or "Oh, I'm never gonna do anything. I'm like," when people are just a drain on you, or they throw tantrums constantly about other people, or, you know, physical tantrums even. It's like, I have such a low tolerance for it because I dealt with it too much in my early 20s of other people doing that shit. To the point where I'm just like, if someone is like that with me now, like if they start to be like self-depreciative, they get like 3 strikes. And every single time with those strikes, I will ignore them. I will ignore that they've said that thing. And after the 3rd strike, it's like, listen, it's clear you have some sort of problems. I'm sorry, I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I'm not going to be a parent for you. Kids in the fun hypotheticals, like, what if I raise them up on old cartoons and games in an attempt to not be as insane as these new kiddos? Yeah. There's a good way of doing it. Plus, like, I don't have to worry about my parents being like, when are we getting grandchildren? Because my sisters both have kids, so I'm off the hook. Not that my parents ever were that kind of, those kind of parents where they're like, when are you going to give us grandchildren? Because I think both my parents knew that they had absolutely no fucking right to ask that of any of us kids. Actual children, I don't mind. Little kids are just like little kids. They're still learning. Fucking teenagers, though. Teenagers are sociopaths. Like, straight up. They are sociopaths. Did I put the 25th in? No, I didn't. Okay. I just changed. Now, if I remember right, and I forget this every single time I do a fucking... Every, 4 months I think it is between Steam Next Fests? 11 is where it's... Yeah, 11 is probably the last good age. After that, it's all downhill. Imagine university 21-year-olds are the worst. They want to be treated like adults for the second you let them have some free reign. They cause problems and expect you to fix it. Yep. ADHD and depression. She's also been accepted into a school system's gifted student program. Poor kid. Yeah. I mean, a big thing for me is like kids need that like treatment of kindness and like really need to be listened to with that sort of thing. Like, I'll be completely honest. There were several times in my childhood where I made overt like calls for help. Where it's like, hey, I need to see someone. But like, as a child, you don't know what a you don't know what a psychologist is. You don't really know what that is at all. So it's like, it's up to the parents to sort of do that. And my parents didn't. They either didn't understand the signals I was giving off, or they brushed them off, or you know, one reason or another, it didn't happen. So it led to me as an adult having to do it and dealing with a lot of damage. I mean, actually, in this country, our Green Party are trying to one of their platforms that they're running on is dental into our Medicare, which is our socialized healthcare system, but also they want to put assessments like autism and ADHD assessments on our bulk billing scheme, so actually they would be free instead of costing thousands of dollars. Glad you like this. I really like these January. I feel like January highlights are weirdly like the ones I have the most pressure to get done because like I have the least amount of time, but weirdly they're always some of my favorites. Like I think January 2020 is still probably one of my favorite highlight videos I've ever done because I think there's just so many good edits in that one. But this one especially, I felt like I really packed it full. Really nice to actually have usable dental. Yeah. Yeah, some of us have to afterpay it, which is really depressing that you walk into a dentist and you'll see stickers that are like, you know, pay in 4. And it's like, I shouldn't have to. It should be affordable. Like I know Matt has his wisdom teeth causing him pain. Varying degrees of pain. To the point where like he really needs to get them out. It's not like he needs them out right now the second, but like on his bad days, it's like inconsolable pain. But he's been quoted for like, I think it was like $4,000 for it. And it's just one of those things where it's like, we just don't have that money. Because dental isn't on our medical healthcare system. Want to show the highlights to my friends, but I don't know how to explain the spoon bit. There is a comment in where someone was like, I don't know how to explain where does the spoon bit come from, and I do explain it to them. The one Tiefin is in human biology. Yeah, the thing is, our Green Party is our left-leaning party. They only ever they're a minor party, so they don't get outright governance. The most they can hope for is minority government, where they have like a balance of power, which has happened before. But essentially, their platform that they put their policies on are about 5 years away from becoming our center-left party's policies. Like nearly everything that the Green Party had as their policies 5 years ago are basically what the center-left have now. And the center-left will claim them as like, yes, we did this, when it's like, I mean, these are just the Green parties, but sure. And then they'll try and claim that the Greens never do anything. When it's like, there is literally a photo of you standing with the Greens member when you announced this policy because they pressured you to do this. And now you're claiming that they had nothing to do with it? Like, do you really think that we're that fucking dumb? Oh wait, you're a major party. Of course you do. Anyway. House in order, enough reason to become a cat or dog parent. Nice. Angeline era. become a dink. Yeah, honestly, at this point, being a dink is kind of essential to live because rent and shit are just not affordable by yourself.
Funny guy, right here.
I really should put a limiter on that.
Yeet.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Yeah, sorry.
Next is one of the most harrowing things we've captured on camera so far.
Hello? I brought pizza.
I meant to test it, but
How
now
about
I'm
I take a
just...
slice? Why don't you have a seat for me?
Who are you?
Well, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Oh, no.
I sure could use a slice of that pizza.
Oh, I knew it.
It looks like you weren't expecting such a hungry guy. It looks like you were expecting a 13-year-old boy.
Oh, man, I should have stayed home, man.
Let me get a slice of that pizza.
Look, I've never done this before, okay? I know I should have stayed home, man. Oh.
Is that sausage or pepperoni? My hungry ass will eat just about anything.
Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm sick. Like, I'm sick, and I just lost my job. Like,
Hungry pizza for me. Give me slice now.
Like, I wasn't even gonna do anything. Like, I don't know what I was doing.
I tell you what, I'd let this whole thing go for a slice of that pizza.
Like, what happens now? Like, am I gonna go to jail? Like, what do I do?
Well, Michael, what exactly did you think was gonna happen here tonight? I'm not hungry. I don't take a slice.
I never got that slice. The police arrived moments later and the would-be predator was killed.
All right, there's a limiter on it now, so it should, that volume that was at, that'll be the max volume that those videos are at now. Was that a good volume? Was that a bit too loud? Or should I make it a bit quieter? It's such a good impression. The fucking, what do you think was gonna happen? I'm not hungry. I wasn't gonna take a slice. Bit too loud? Okay. Hang on, the only way I can change it is by bringing up a new one.
I'm a goddamn motherfucking cowboy. Daddy was a cow and my mama was a boy. Half person, half
How about
cow.
that?
That's me,
That good?
cowboy. Hoo-la-la, life's a nightmare.
Like if I have it around like that. And then
Think I'll see what's behind this door.
Alright, Big, you need to be limited as well, actually. Because you're way too loud. Actually, you're not that loud. You're just like a little bit too loud. Like Big, I could probably have as loud as Big, I could probably have as loud as me. Like about there. Because I know where I'm meant to be aiming for my audio. Yeah, Big has important things to say. And I mean, the point of the Big Redeem is that he does interrupt me. So it's kind of meant to be loud. Yeah, about there. Okay. I don't know why. I was about to hit stop streaming and I'm like, okay, I'm done. No. Okay, this is Angelinera. This is still Angelinera. There's a few clips from Angelinera. This is... Hang on, I need to get up the Steam. I'm very proud of this spreadsheet that I made. Actually, I should update it real quick with the YouTube timecode. Like, not only does it automatically grab the thumbnails and titles, but it also can... It can also show the time code for if it's a Twitch VOD or if it's a YouTube VOD. Plus, I've been able to put in every single Next Fest demo and thing that he's done since like June 2020. It's really future-proofed at this point. See Next Fest. Go here. And I just replace that, and the timecode's automatically updated. There we go. Who know how to use spreadsheets? I know. It's also the same thing as programming. It's a lot of like more you know how to just Google the correct things. Bombus. The Mogus on the UFO bingo. I know. Oh, Barry. Oh, this is still Bombus. Okay. Now this one had a lot of clips as well. It's called like Bear Saves the Bear Day or something. Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that name. Honestly, the best thing about this game is the voice acting.
Happy birthday to you. Ah! Happy birthday to Bonnie.
For me?
Like it's so amateurish, but in a way where it's like perfectly done. Like that fucking shark is so funny. Fucking around with a spreadsheet for tracking insane amounts of Warframe shit and realize I can make it better if I program just a little. Yeah, and that's how it starts. That's honestly how I got better at spreadsheeting. Was like seeing a spreadsheet and I'm like, hang on a minute. Because the rule of programming, the one rule of programming that I always had drilled down into me is a rule of efficiency, which is you should not be doing something more than once in a program. So it's like if you have the same code twice in your program, you need to you can make it more efficient. Like if you're saying instead it should be a function. And the same thing with spreadsheets. Like for instance, this one here, I could go through and post each title individually and put in the thumbnail individually. But actually, I don't need to because of the way Steam stores its thumbnails and its titles is actually all in the URL. Because the app ID is what the program the name of the game is. That's what it's stored in Steam services. So all I need to do is just add the app ID to the end of it, and then I can get the thumbnail. And the same with the title. The title's in the fucking URL, so I just need to remove everything that I don't need from the thumbnail, from the URL, which is just regex, which regex is complicated. I have a complicated relationship with regex. I spent way too long learning regex, and then I've forgotten most of it. You say amateur, so I say crafted by a pro, that is exactly what they're doing, yeah. But it's like, if this was... Like, another thing I always think about is, like, conversions or, like, sums. There are moments of not wanting to be spoiled for a game, but Barry played it first, so you're going to be seeing it. Me, personally, yes. But if that's the case, I tend to just not watch that stream or have it on in the background so I don't really pay attention to it. Especially if it's a game where it's like there's a story to it. So I don't want it spoiled. Like Spreadsheet, I've been excited for Spreadsheet for like ages since I saw it. But like I'm okay with watching Barry play it because like A, it's the demo, and B, I'm not going to be playing Spreadsheet for the story. The shot couldn't be maybe an amateur, that's all I'm saying. Oh yeah, that's what I mean when I say amateurish quality to it. Is like it has that feeling of it, but it's very clearly professionals doing this. Like I'm not saying that they're amateur voice actors doing it. No. It's no. Okay, what was I doing? Money Bear Sims vlog time. So that's high effort shitpost, yeah. Pardon me. Oh, I've got hiccups now. Not good. Plus with programming things, I was thinking back to like the one thing I always think about is the fucking Yandere dev tweet. Where it's like whenever I feel bad about being, you know, I'm like, I don't think I'm that good of a programmer, or like I don't think I'm that good at like, you know, intuiting what I need from programming. I just remember, oh my god, Reddit, fuck off Reddit, this fucking tweet, and just remember, you know what, I may not be an amazing programmer, but I have programming intuition. And just this fucking image. It's just so funny. For those who don't realize it, this is an incredibly inefficient way to do what he's going for. What he's doing is, if something is even, that's what he's trying to find. Which you can very easily do by just dividing the number by 2. And if it's a whole number, then it's even. If it's not a whole number, then it's not even. That's one line of code. Yeah, apparently Undertale's not programmed horribly too. Yeah, I know Pirate Software says that a lot. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's... I wouldn't say horribly programmed. It's more just like, it's a mess of just like a sprawling, unpolished mess. Like there's a shit ton of just if statements stacked on top of each other, which isn't great. I feel like saying that it's horribly coded feels misguiding. Yeah, Toby was not a programmer. But that's the thing, is like, you know, programming doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work at the end of the day. But I always think about that fucking Yandere dev tweet just to remind myself. No, I know what you mean. It's not you. It's, if anything, it's a little gripe that I have with the way that Pirate Software always puts it. Because like the way he always puts it is like meant to be an endearing thing of like, Undertale is dog shit with programming. It's fucking awful. See, you can do it. It's fine. It's like, I don't think that's really aspirational for a lot of people of like, see, you can do dog shit code too and it's fine. I feel like the lesson should be not, you can do shit code. The lesson should be, coding does not have to be perfect. It just has to be functional. Yeah, 18,000 if statements are amounts for anyone to find the misprint exploit. Yeah. I don't like private software. I'm not the biggest fan. I think it was just before Power World when he started. I think he stated his stance on like generative AI, and it rubbed me the wrong way. And ever since then, there's just more things have come out where I'm like, yeah, I feel like it was a good idea to just sort of step away from that. 90% of people are not going to see or care about what the coding looks like. Exactly. And to the people that do see that code and do judge you for it, well, you finished it. They didn't. That's the thing. A lot of people criticize your code, but how many of them have actually finished something like this? I was like, probably some of them. Yeah, probably. But they didn't do what you did. An elaborate history of chess. It actually does remind me. I'm genuinely curious how the knocking feature is going to contribute to people with hitting partner. Because they revealed that the knocking feature, or the stream together feature, I forget what it's fucking called. I think it's stream together. Combines your view count. So it actually, like, if I streamed with Barry, I'd have like 20 viewers, 15 viewers, and he'd have like 300, 400, 500, depending on the game. And it's like, if we did stream together, that would mean we would have the combined number, and it would count for our metrics that we had combined. So I'm genuinely curious how that will affect people going for partnership, whether they see those streams and count them as outliers, or if they count them as involved in it. After coming of game dev, I'm more respectful of B-grade games and mistakes made, because damn, that shit can be tough. Easy to miss things under pressure and time crunch. Yeah. Plus also just in general, maybe like managers and supervisors just saying we don't care. That's always the QA thing. It's like, hey, we have this major problem. It's like, we don't care, we ship. We have to ship. It really is, Viz. Especially nowadays. The more time goes on, the more impressive it is that anything actually gets made. I'm pretty sure this is called Haste, isn't it? Haste Broken Worlds. My teachers were coming from Team Bondi. Oh, we got all the rants about shitty managers. Yeah, I've heard some tales about how bad Team Bondi was managed. Oh man. Or as some Americans would say, Team Bondi. EA, who allegedly replaced the QA stuff with AI. Yeah.
Not just triplets, bar.
What the fuck was this game? I think it was He Is Coming. Ugh. An Australian James Bond. Fun fact, there actually was an Australian James Bond. It was the very second James Bond. Well, the very second Broccoli produced James Bond. In what I would say is one of the best Bond films, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, because it's kind of the pinnacle cheesy Bond movie before Bond became incredibly cheesy. Did he have a large knife? No, but his accent that he was trying to do a British accent very obviously slipped into Australian quite a lot of times. Amazon's Bond fuckery? Oh, God. Yeah, that's not going to go well. I just realized I put He Is Coming in the clipped section, not the title section. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Because I know one of the big things that Amazon's been wanting to do for years has been a Moneypenny spin-off. I'm like, I'll be completely honest. No one's gonna fucking watch that. I love the actress that they have for Moneypenny in the new movies, and I do love Moneypenny as a character. She is not a good main character. Is Amazon doing a Bond? So years ago, Amazon bought the rights to James Bond in order to make their own things. But one of the stipulations in it was that the original rights holders had final call on everything. So like Amazon be like, we want to do this. And they'd be like, nope. And for years, they just kept saying no because Amazon's ideas were fucking dog shit. Which is why there hasn't been a new Bond movie since 2022. And they haven't got a new James Bond because that was Daniel Craig's final Bond. But this, a few weeks ago, they reportedly spent, it's over $1 billion. I don't know how much it was exactly. They to basically get those original rights holders to fuck off. Yeah, Amazon in 2022 spent $8.5 billion to get the 007 IP. And then, yeah, the $1 billion broccoli buy-up. They've spent an extra $1 billion to basically tell the original rights holders, hey, give us final cut and you go away. Which is great. It's great. Which means Amazon now can do whatever they want with James Bond. Which sucks because they want to do so many bad things. They want to turn it into a franchise of like a multimedia franchise of a Moneypenny spin-off and a female James Bond series. And it's like, listen, you could do a really good female James Bond. The problem is it would have to be really, really good. And also, you are automatically going to come up against people saying that that's not James Bond because it's not a man. It's not a white man. Like, I'll be completely honest. I would have fucking loved Idris Elba as James Bond like 10 years ago. Now I think he's probably a bit too old for it. I know one of the front runners that I've seen some people suggest has been Will Poulter. And I'll be honest, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see Will Poulter as James Bond. That would be kind of good. Lesbian with a suit and so much game, yeah. I mean, the biggest problem with James Bond nowadays is how the fuck do you make a Bond movie? Because the entire premise of Bond movies is that he's a spy. And spies aren't really what we portray them as. And also, who do you make as the enemy? And also, because the Bourne Identity came out and it really caused a crisis and completely changed the spy movie genre. Completely and utterly. Like, Die Another Day came out, it flopped hard. And they were like, well, we don't know what to do with Bond anymore. And then the Bourne Identity came out and they were like, oh, that's what we do with Bond. And then they made fucking Casino Royale, one of the best Bond movies ever made. It's like, oh, that's how you make a Bond movie. Because it's like Mission Impossible came out and I was like, this is pretty good. And it's like, it hasn't really affected, like, Mission Impossible wasn't big enough to change Bond because, you know, they still had, was it World Is Not Enough or Tomorrow Never Dies? I always forget which one. Didn't like Casino Royale. I fucking love it. It's still one of the best Bond movies. It's definitely probably the most highly regarded Bond movie. It didn't change it, but the Bourne Identity is what really put the nail in the coffin for the Pierce Brosnan style. Was like, oh no, we need to make this really modern. We need to make this really serious. Which is great. And then they... The big problem with the Daniel Craig Bonds is that they were like, well, how do we do with the story? And then they went, well, what if we told an ongoing story about Bond? And it's like, kind of, the problem is James Bond as a like an actual character doesn't really exist. He's not really a character. Were you thinking of a different movie, Cave? Won't give us a more modern, messy camera fight scenes. Had to wait for John Wick to basically bring him back to something you can actually see and respect. Yeah. Yeah. The thing for me is I think James Bond works best when it is not about James Bond the person, but it's about James Bond the role. Like, it's why some of my favorite Bond movies are the Cold War era ones, like the Timothy Dalton era, early Roger Moore, Sean Connery's are just classic. But it's like, even there's stuff in the Pierce Brosnan movies that I like, but I just don't like Pierce Brosnan as Bond. He just looks like a dad. But I really like when Skyfall and even like Spectre to some degree basically go on about how Bond is a political tool. Like, that's all he really is. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. More of that. Now, was this just Hitman, or was there a specific reason he played Hitman? It was just Hitman. Historical period Bond movies, Man from U.N.C.L.E. is so much charm that I love that setting. I think it's one that's so hard to act fancy when a lot of it's just AI or tailors that we have already. Yeah, which is kind of the problem, is like espionage spies don't exist really the way that they did in the 60s and 70s, or even like the 50s and 40s, which are the ones that they were based on, or romanticized about. Because yeah, it's all technology nowadays, which is why Skyfall was so great, because that was kind of the foil for the movie, was that like spies are dead, like they're not a thing. Technology is the way forward. But now it's I don't know. I feel like there's a way you could still do it. A period piece Bond would be great. They'll never do it though. Plus, also, you have to balance this fine line for James Bond, where it's like, you can do whatever you want with it, but the further you get away from what people perceive of Bond, the more you're going to get backlash. Like, if your Bond isn't misogynistic, if there isn't a sexy woman in it, people will get really mad. If he's not white, God forbid, if he's not white. Because these are the things that people really care about with James Bond. Oh, you know, interesting shit. Like that movie Red. I always meant to see Red, and I never got around to it. Retired Spies, yeah. Back in it again for one last try. It's also hard to have the misogynist sexy man in the modern era, because like it's still walking red flag. Can't just vanish without consequence anymore. The thing is, I don't think they should, but you can still have the misogynistic sexy man, but he can't be the same misogyny that was in the 60s. Like, it has to be modern day sexism, but like classy modern day sexism, which is around and is still there and is acted on. But it's like, it's not the kind of like, you know, women belong in the kitchen sort of sexism. It's the negging, that sort of thing. Not that I think James Bond should do that, because I'll be completely honest, I don't think misogyny is a core tenet of James Bond. I think you can absolutely have Bond be a complete womanizer that respects women. I think it completely would fit in with the character. Like his relationship with money, like basically the way Daniel Craig's Bond's relationship with Moneypenny is a glimpse at what I believe you could do with James Bond. Of like they have this flirtatious sort of relationship with each other, but it's respectful. Whereas like Moneypenny in the original movies was like, hello toots, yeah, we'll have sex one day, you know, you sit there and look pretty, like the very misogynistic sort of flirting. Like I don't know, man. Like you can have that suave, sexy man, you know, flirting with women. That isn't sexist. I think part of the problem with the Daniel Craig movies is that they made Bond like smitten with women, but not like head over heels in love, but like a depressed wet dog when it comes to women. Like women that he loves, not women that he wants to have sex with. Which, I'll be completely honest, the like personal storyline of the last 2 Bond movies I was checked out of. Like, I'm sorry, but I do not give a shit. I don't give a shit that Bond has finally found true love, or, you know, that this woman that he's found is the woman for him, or, oh, he has a child with her now. Like, I'm sorry, I don't give a shit. The biggest sin of the last movie, No Time to Die, is that it spent so much time on Bond's personal relationship with like the woman, that like he only has like 2 scenes with Rami Malek as the villain, and that's it. 2 scenes. That's basically it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Fucking hell. Yeah, connecting them does bring so much, which is part of why Quantum of Solace suffered so much, is because it relies so heavily on Casino Royale, and it meanders so much. Like, I don't think Quantum of Solace is like horrible. It's not great, but it's not, you know, scourge on the earth. But it's like, if you watch it without seeing Casino Royale, you'd be like, who the fuck is this Vesper that he keeps going on about? Why is Bond depressed? Older MST3K Operation Double 000. Operation Kid Brother when Neil Connery played James Bond's brother, Dr. Neil Connery. It's amazing. Oh god, I have to see that. Oh. Have the same cast of folks around Bond, but the villains have to be new and different every time. Yeah. Probably my favorite thing about the Daniel Craig Bond movies has been Ben Whishaw as Q. I fucking love him as Q so much. He is perfect as Q. Like this young fucking borderline kid who is representative of the new generation of espionage, of like technology and office work, and is antithetical to everything Bond is about. Like he's antisocial, he's quiet, he's very respectful, whereas Bond is loud and not respectful, and very, very extroverted. And Ben Whishaw just plays him so perfectly. Their very first scene in that art gallery is just so perfect. I love it. Where Bond's just like, wait, you're Q? He's like, yes, don't underestimate me. Here's your fucking gun, bitch. Amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Pardon me. But even his growth in like Spectre and No Time to Die is great. The way he like goes out on a limb for Bond is great. Dave Bautista's coming inspecting was pretty wicked. Yeah, I wish I remembered more of Spectre. I genuinely cannot remember anything in Spectre except Dave Bautista, the Day of the Dead parade, and the fucking Spectre meeting where Blofeld looks up at Bond and says, "We finally meet Bond," and also the revelation of who Blofeld is, which was don't get me started. Talk about tying everything to fucking Bond's personal life. Jesus Christ, what a bad idea that was. Spectre, yeah. Spectre, I do really like Spectre's theme song. It's probably one of my favorite like ballads. And it's probably my only favorite Sam Smith song, because I cannot fucking stand them. I really hate their music and their voice when it comes to how they sing. Ba-do-do-do. I still one day would love to do like a once a month or once every 2 weeks sort of Discord movie party where we all just watch through all the Bond movies. All the Broccoli Bond movies, I should say. I don't want to watch the maybe I will watch the original Casino Royale. I don't really want to watch Never Say Never. Or Never Say Die, sorry. Can I watch Spectre without seeing the cast, not the characters? Fragile from Death Stranding, I adore so much, and Christoph Waltz is brilliant, but he's so many of his previous characters now. Yeah. I do love Christoph Waltz, but you're completely right. I think he would have been a great Ernst Blofeld if, like, they made Blofeld an actual character. 1976 one? Not the 1976 one. It's 1950 something. Oh, 1967 was it? No, Casino Royale was the original. Yeah, 1967. The David Niven one. I've never seen it. I think there was also a 1950s one, wasn't there? No. Oh, that's right. The novel just came out in 1953. 1976. Oh, yeah, you mean the 1960s. Yeah, because there's also Never Say Never Again, which is just Thunderball again. It's just Thunderball. And it was just made because Sean Connery said he will never play James Bond again. And then they were like, you know, yeah, you will. It's just Thunderball. It's literally just Thunderball again. Which, I mean, Thunderball is one of the really good Bond movies. But, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I didn't enjoy Never Say Never Again that much. Yeah, the whole hitting women thing. Yeah. I mean, there's almost a like absurdist comedy to like the misogyny of early Bond movies. Like, I mean, Pussy Galore becoming a good guy because she gets fucked by Bond. The good Bond dick not only turns the lesbian straight, but turns her good. It's borderline absurd. Oh yeah, Sean Connery. Yeah. I mean, Sean Connery himself is a pretty fucking horrible person. What is this thing that Katie has sent me? Yeah. I've seen this before, but it's so fucking funny. Hang on, I'll... I love it. So stupid. The season finale is this week and I'm not ready. I am not ready at all. Oh no. Alright, now we go through the markers. Put this back. Come on. Alright, we don't have that many edits. Oh god, but this is going to take a while. Bond theme. Oh, that's because I forgot that it's searching. When did I last do cheese? Actually, it wasn't that far long ago. It was in the recap. Yeah, there it is. I should not be putting in here. TikTok blowing up with the wombat drama and all the clapback. Yeah. I do find it incredibly funny that that shit's happening. I mean, the main reason it's happening as well is because the woman's still not admitting fault. For those that don't know, one of the biggest news stories in Australia. Here, let's play the news clip.
Disturbing footage has emerged of an American tourist stealing a wombat joey from its mother. The video, which has since been deleted from social media, shows the woman walking away with the baby while the mother runs after her. And a warning, some people will find this video distressing.
Caught a baby wombat. Look at the mother. It's like, oh, it's chasing after her.
I got a baby wombat. Okay, Mama's right there, and she is pissed. Let's let him go.
No, he's right.
More on this, we're joined now by the...
I just find it so funny that this is blown up to be like a national issue. It's like, yeah, what she did is fucked up, but like everyone's talking about it to the point where like even the prime minister has weighed in and like, yeah, we're gonna review her visa. It's just I just I Oh, related stories. And it's all the same story. It's, I don't know, it's stupid. Like, yeah, what she did is bad, but can we all talk about the fact that we have an election coming up soon? Or the fact that rent is so fucking expensive? Oh yeah, her Instagram. I've seen her apology that she posted. Yeah, this one. Am I a villain? Things, dear reader, are not as they seem. I can tell you right now, this is not gonna fucking help you. The slaughter of wombats, thousands each year are shot, poisoned, and suffer and trapped legally. I can guarantee you right now, it does not matter if any of this is true. The fact that an American is coming here, handling wildlife, and is telling us what to do with us, with our wildlife, no Australian is going to listen to you. If she wasn't American, maybe we'd listen to her and be like, you know what, she has some points, but because she's American, we're gonna be like, you can fuck right off. Ugh. Sad the wombat didn't attack her. I mean, to be completely honest, I don't want anyone attacked, even if she's a fucking idiot.
'70s, and the great question that we are addressing on this occasion is cheese versus cheese.
There it is.
Cheese, cheese. James May cheese.gif. Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
James May cheese.gif. Cheese. Cheese. Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, Australia doesn't really have rabies. We have our own diseases. Do over the gram essentially in public. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have a disease. It's called Dutton. Ugh. The real disease in Australia is growing apathy. We're getting a lot more American style individualism. Of why should I fucking care about anyone else but myself? It's like, I don't know how to tell you that you should fucking care about other people. You just should. Oh yeah, they definitely will, Elix. I mean, they'll do that with any, well, a lot of them will do it with any sort of white person. Parts of Kyoto, the tourists in Atlanta. Yeah, yeah. Have a good one, Oryx.
Cheese. 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 James May cheese.gif. Cheese. Cheese. James May cheese.
Universal shortened for Americans traveling, and it's the Canadian fucking flag. I do feel really, really sorry for Canadians traveling abroad because, like, the global community generally cannot tell the difference between a Canadian accent and an American accent. And even me, I'm not great at telling the difference. Like, if I hear a Canadian talk and an American talk, I can tell who's who. But if I hear just a Canadian talk on their own, I will probably get it wrong. We just hear American and we're like, ugh.
Cheese.
Newfoundland to talk, yeah. Yeah.
Cheese. 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 James May cheese.gif. Cheese. Cheese.
This is too much fun.
Cheese.
My neighbors is gonna blur a little for sure. Yeah. Like, if I mean, also, there is zero chance, because, like, Australia doesn't really have dialect, like, accents really between states. We kind of do, but it's not perfect. And hell, I can't even tell the difference most of the time. It's not like, you know, a New York accent versus a Californian accent. Our accents are more divided along class rather than area. Although there are some that are divided on area. But it is more class than anything. for Australians.
Cheese.
Cheese. James May cheese.gif. GIF. Cheese.
Actually, what if I...
Cheese.
This is my favorite clip.
Cheese.
Yippee!
Cheese.
Yippee!
Isn't Aussie accent like 3 broad categories? Yeah, that's kind of what more the Australian, like the 3 broad categories of, like, I'd say posh, middle class, and bogan, but there are subtypes in that, but they're borderline indistinguishable at times, and it can be hard. Like, if I heard one person from every single capital city in Australia talk, I probably wouldn't be able to place where they live based on their accent. Maybe a few of them I'd be able to get, but I doubt it.
Cheese.
Ooh.
Cheese.gif. Cheese.
Question is, what do I want to do about this? Not that.
Cheese.
Oh, my stomach hurts. Bazinga. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. What have I done? Alright, now where am I going to place these James Mays? Oh, you can hardly tell that it's been cut off. Wow. Cheese. Shows. Yeah, let's put the cheese there.
Cheese.
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 This is fucking inspiring. I need to take a screen cap of this. Would make a great thumbnail. It would.
Cheese.
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 Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Yippee! That might have been an F. That might.
Cheese.
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 That works. Why, thank you.
Cheese.
Cheese.
There we go.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
You beat.
Oh. Yeah, let's put some. Drag those down. This is a audio clipping. A little constant power up. Damn it, I was really hoping I could copy the fucking transitions, but I can't. What I could do is I could just do this. It'll break all the links, but at this point, I don't really need the links anymore. Ooh. Ooh. Stretch. Oh, lightheaded. Oh.
Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
James made cheese.gif. Cheese.
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 Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
James made cheese.gif. Cheese.
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 Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
You beat.
There's something else I wanted to do with this. Oh, that's right.
Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
James made cheese.gif. Cheese.
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 I should move this down a bit. Cheese, Gromit. There's no cheese in the
Cheese,
child,
cheese.
Gromit.
Cheese.
James made cheese.gif. Cheese.
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 Cheese, cheese.
Cheese.
You beat.
That might.
Howdy, Team Nerd. How you doing? Spin around. Need more Monster Hunter, but I've been so busy. Yeah, that's the mood. Now we've done the cheese. The first cheese, at least. Oh. 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 What is this one? Burger.
The dancer will make a hamburger, and you need to copy him. Ingredients will appear on the sides of the screen. Cheeseburger! Spookburger.wav.
Get ready.
Okay. Every time he fights the Gypsy Rose, he's mentioned to me about how he hates the Gypsy Rose. Have you told him to stop fighting the Gypsy Rose? He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
I will trap Santa in my box, locked up like Fort Knox, and make him stop my clock.
You need to like Gypsy because of the dash extract? Yeah, I need to farm dash extract. I need to make more dash juice. I need to start making dash juice. I haven't even started fucking making it. When did I last use burger? I think I used it in January. Burger. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. 195, goddamn. Dual blades and yeah, you really need fucking that shit for. Oh yeah, this is the. Oh, by the way, I have a new emote. Made a new emote. Let's watch Severance. You should watch Severance. It's very good. Cheese? No, that's this. Highlights. Markers. Spoot. Nope, that's spoon. Ah, maybe it wasn't January. Cancel. Ew, I know it was in the recap. I should buy a watch Severance. I should buy a watch with my Severance. I highly recommend it. So I watched Severance before or after Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul? Well, Severance is about to finish season 2, so I would recommend watching Severance first. Oh, yeah, there's got to be Spoot. I know it's in here somewhere. There it is.
Ingredients will appear on the sides of the screen.
Cheeseburger!
Spootburger.wav.
Get cheeseburger!
Spootburger.wav.
Get
Spootburger.wav.
get
Spootburger.wav.
Burger. It is. It's on par with What the Golf. I do love them. For them having baby seals. Do I need to put this
Oh
in?
my god. Peak design. Two flipper rolls. When you see the move times 3, you'll. Okay, it literally. Okay, good. It literally is the baby seal one. When you see. Is the baby seal one. The baby seal one.
Oh, to be loved like Speed loves a burger. I know.
When you see the move times 3, you'll. Okay, it literally.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Oh, so much stretching this morning.
A couple months ago, I'm very bad at getting caught up in email. And they said, hey, I made a fan-made demake of Frog Detective as a prequel. And they sent me a link to it. It's on Itch, it's free. I did want to just very quickly show this off over here. What if I reload it? Oh yeah. We're not gonna play the whole thing. Maybe if there's time at the end of the stream, we can hop back into it. But speaking of Frog Detective, though, this is.
I think it's fine. More cheese.
What's the 487th scariest thing to find in your bed at night?
Okay, so it's Johnny Honey's turn, but everyone on the team can suggest things, and it pops up.
What's the 487th scariest thing to find in your bed at night?
Where do I want to put this James May?
What's the 487th scariest thing to find in your bed at night?
Okay, so it's Johnny Honey.
What's the 487th scariest thing to find in your bed at night?
Okay, so it's Johnny Honey's turn, but
Okay. I think I know what I want to do.
Seventh scariest thing to find in your bed at night.
Actually. Hang on. Realize the music playlist finished. Ma. I just realized I had like a wound on the back of my shoulder or something.
okay, so it's
I think like where I want to end this. About there.
Oh.
Yeah. Shows. Oh, I see. I put it on 30, not 50.
Okay, so it's Johnny.
This is the month of cheese.
Okay, so it's.
So stupid. It's the month of the cheese rate's birthday. Well, that's January, technically, I think. I think January is when his birthday is because I was in the draw pile, which I want to do another draw pile. I just haven't had time, you know.
Main man cheese. Let's go! Let's go! Cheese.
Cheese Rat was born. Yeah! Speaking metaphorically, he was born. Hey, Rand Cossack, this is over 11 months.
11 months of nonsense. Here's to more. Also great work on the January highlights. Was fun seeing a few of my clip make it in. Gamblo, une pog space up 56 salute.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Thank you so much. Yeah, Cheese Rat was not born in a hospital, but in a blender. In a blender, specifically.
The square is green. Nice, nice. Cheese. Oh, bread was number 2. Bread was number 2. Cereal. The square is green. Nice, nice. I'm gonna have to go with my main man cheese. Let's go! Let's go!
I think I know what I want to do.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's
Cheese.
Let's go!
Wait, we can't play this one. I got a DMCA. I would love to play it, but it's the worst kind of DMCA where it just gets blocked. Meow, wow, wow, wow.
Cheese.
Let's go!
Cheese.
Let's go!
A little bit early.
Cheese.
Let's go! Let's go!
Cheese.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go. 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 Let's go. Go. Let's go. Go. Let's go. Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go. 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 Cheese.
It sounds accurate.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cheese.
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 Stop.
Let's go. Cheese.
Now where to fucking put them? We could do 3 on the left. Have a look at the barbershop quartet. Or triplet, I guess. I could have them just randomly move here. None of them really jump out of me.
Cheese.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cheese. 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 Cheese.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cheese.
There we go, that sounds better.
Cheese.
Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go.
Rise and grind gamers.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Why? Okay.
Oh, let's go. Oh.
I mean, I could just do it.
Oh, let's go. Oh, oh, let's go.
There we go.
Cheese.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cheese.
Cheese. If we fuck up, they might get it with 16 to 20.
Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
What do I put this one? Fuck. I'm trying to think of places to put James May.
Cheese. 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 Cheese.
Always room for cheese. Maybe best to just cover the whole thing.
Cheese. 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 Cheese.
He's a little bit too early.
Cheese. 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 Cheese.
I know, the word cheese has lost all meaning. I'm so sorry. This is the nature of editing.
Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
Yeah, semantic cessation. Satiation. I'm so tired. Basically, you've had enough of the word. Capacity. Okay, drop.
Cheese.
Does tend to say you owe you. Okay, where's the webcam? Cut bottom? Is that what I'm looking for? No, it's not. Webcam. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I know what the problem is. Pardon me. Ugh. 303 300 20
Cheese. Yeah. If we fuck up, they might get it with 16 to 20. Cheese.
More cheese done. I'm sure there's no more cheese, right? Oh god, there's more cheese.
I thought I heard that last time, but I've confirmed that when you guess cheese. Guess. That's really good. Oh my. Cheese! Cheese! 8. Well. I thought I heard.
Do I put James May again, or do I just leave this one? I think I just leave this one. I think I just leave it, maybe.
Heard that last time, but I've confirmed that when you.
I might just say come back to it. When I have a clearer head, maybe. %% J's May, no sound effects, maybe. Cheese Rat can make a cameo? Maybe. I mean, the ultimate goal would be remake the James May video, but put Cheese Rat in instead of James May. Like the, like this one.
James May.
Alright, what's this one? It's a spoon.
Spawn! Just happened to see it as a.
Whoa. The 3D. Oh yeah, the cheese wrap one. Yeah, animating in Blender though is just. I still haven't done it. I'll animate my model of cheese rat someday.
Super.
Hi, babe. How you doing, buddy?
Just happened to see it as a Popeye. Florida.
Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Do, 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 do. Florida man. Florida man. Woo, woo, woo. Florida man in Florida. Florida man in Manada. Florida man in Florida man in Florida man.
Just happened to see it as a
Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Want to see in the waiting room of your doctor's office.
I do. Very highlight VOD,
All
June
right, people, it's
2022.
voting time.
Come quarterly.
39.42.
Oh! You have a headache now. Oh. Yay! Oh, and there it is.
No.
Wait, the
I know
Thinker has
backstage, I guess.
the Thinker has a winker? Wait, okay, I'm looking this up.
New descending staircase doesn't have a
Wait.
I'm literally googling the Thinker penis. I don't care.
Oh, I'm so glad you're doing this.
Oh,
And then show it on stream.
you know what? He does. He does.
Oh,
actually.
God. Y'all-
His
y'all on top of
knees
that.
are not pressed together as he's sitting.
Yeah, he's-
I'll say that much.
He is doing a man spread.
He's
the man spread of his destiny.
He's sitting on the train.
Wow.
When you feel like giving up, play 3 spoons at once by jacking myself.
Dan?
I love this. Perfect. By Jack and myself.
Dan?
I'm screaming. I'm pissing. Thank you.
I'm screaming. God damn it.
Our marketing department wants to appeal to youthful consumers. What do college students like these days?
Oh, God.
There's
Very highlight VOD,
All
June
right, people, it's
2022.
voting time.
Come quarterly.
I think I might just cut this one. I don't think there's a real clear cut answer for that one. Of what to put in.
3 main goals in your first.
3 main goals. Did Barry already know that it was the same engine? Or did Barry just figure out that it was the same engine? Pardon me. Where's Wario? There he is.
How you doing? Happy day of the week. How you doing? Nah, that's why it's worth celebrating. If you speed up Pillar John a whole lot, you get something. Oh, we're gonna play some Wario. I've never played this game before. I've had a few people ask me to stream it over the years, such as Man in Red, Smash Matt 202, and Metacross times that people recommended for not remembering. Father of them fully did stream Pizza Tower. I had a Pizza Tower changed about that game. It was the kind of thing that just kind of thing. I like being low on the ground, but especially, I mean, even before that, but especially since then, people have been like Game Boy as a kid, Wario Land 1, and I don't have it today, but not Wario Land 1. Before, basically, like as a kid, I really liked 3 pirate themed, which 4 came out. I guess Wario and like Mario Kart and Wario Land 1. That, I mean, maybe. In fact, the thing about that game that didn't really click with me as a kid, and I don't know if it will click with me today, is that like a big part of the game is about finding treasure. I mean, that's a lot of like Wario's shtick, and like I playing this, looking at a that kind of came about because of WarioWare. After this, right? Something like that. Appreciate it. Some things that would know that it's the inspiration for. But and my hope going into this is that comprehend. My assumption is that people played this game more ridiculous things to do. I don't know. We'll see. Much more comprehensive with Pizza. That's what I'm like banking on. It's still difficult, but not like holy shit. What? Okay. So maybe developers and gamers that grew up playing this and played this game on hard and super hard wanted more, and then they made Pizza Tower and they're like, "Would 7 spin around?" We're gonna do. Although before I play the game, I did pull this up. Didn't. Been the manual. You know Wario. Oh my Wario. There we go. From my manly. The it changed a lot of the game thing. Then it hard mode just being. They convinced normal it already. Well, hey, how you been? I'm great as always. I'm gonna have another the same. It's printed on with the chirps of cheery birds. I was reading the morning paper and doing a little nose cleaning. I accidentally jammed my finger straight up my nose. Arg! I think I just covered. Shokora, arrogant is cancel. And I mean me by stop. Hold the button to gather. That starve. Ugh. Worry about like Nintendo. Jack, doable. Are you? About in front of the enemies. Look, fodder. Use the deep on my. So A is down. I'm rolling. But I do a jump at blocks don't break. My jump attack can take care of enemies and blocks up high. So you dash and then it's even more powerful. I am so macho. L and R and D to unleash my maximum demolition. Okay. So fast now, but I can. Style a new pose. What do you think? Pretty. I mean, Wario. Who are you? No, I mean it's only gonna go downhill from here. Out of state since college. Hope you both enjoy your crayon scribbling of a key. Welcome. What a name. Baffle.
Here we go.
Well, I know. I'm trying to, you know, on my stream some blocks. Okay. The break. The other one that I know. Thank you. Well, it's Sean. Thanks for soup. Metroid Zero Mission and Fusion will use the same engine as this game. There's shared assets between them. Same engine. I'm like, okay, that's.
Alright, so it is Barry and chat. That's all I need to know. Should I kind of make it smaller? There we go.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm kind of hungry.
Okay, Big. Well, feed yourself, I don't know. What if I just put 0 ZM? Metroid GBA games. That works.
Terrifying. Thank you. Oh god, I want that as a real mod for Fusion. Just hear the clomping steps in the distance and the door open. You're like, huh?
Actually, I might just have this go for the whole thing.
Games.
Fusion Suit is so cool. I love Fusion. I love it so much. Probably my favorite story of all the Metroids. I don't know. It's just so cinematic. Like, and I know it's mainly because it's a lot more linear than the other Metroids. But it's just so cinematic with like how it presents its like story and how claustrophobic the area gets with like how atmospheric it is. I mean, I'm also just a sucker for like space station horror, which Fusion basically is just System Shock. Yeah, let's put the fucking volume matrix on everything. I was gonna get through the Metroid Primes, but I'm lying to myself. Yeah, same. I keep saying to myself I'll get through the Metroids. Well, the only one I've played is like Fusion, and I think I played a little bit of Super Metroid and a bit of the first Metroid, but I never finished them. I really want to. I'm getting around to it, like I'm doing Final Fantasy. Just very slowly. Except Fusion, I'm not going to edit the sprites, which means it'll take me a lot less time. Because I think 3 is probably the last Final Fantasy that I'll edit the sprites on. Because after that, it seems to get even more crazy. Unless 3 has more sprites than I think it does. In which case, I'll just won't bother. I'll download them when I have time. Maybe I'll download them today. I have a few things that I'm going to be doing while we watch Star Trek. Maybe that'll be one of them. Shuffling Wario.
I wasn't ready for either of the two following sprites. The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly. I was.
Oh, okay.
I need. Hold on. I need a moment. I need a moment. I need a moment. I need a moment. I wasn't ready. I was.
We're not gonna get Cheese Rat as a space bounty hunter. Listen, as much as I would fucking love that, I've seen the sprite sheet for Super Metroid. There are too many things to redraw. Final Fantasy had like 8 things total. Fucking Super Metroid, that's too much. That's way too much. I can't do that. I don't have the artistic ability to do all that. Plus also, I don't have the time to do all that. The Metroids are full of cheese. Alright, so I need this. Side shuffling warrior.
I wasn't ready. I was.
Mother Brain is this cheese rat dancing. That would be pretty good.
Right. The shuffling.
Hyper Beam is just spray cheese. Ugh. Ugh. It's just a piss beam. Although I guess it would be orange. This. There's a single piece of hair that's like right in the center of my face. It's driving me crazy. I was about to say, is this Snake Eater? It is.
The shuffling. The shuffling is.
Oh, fuck, I forget how I want to do this. No, not the mask. That's right. I remember it last time I did this, I made the horrible mistake. Remove the anchor point. That's what I mean.
The shuffling.
There we go.
The shuffling is sides.
I can't play this. You know I can't play this.
The shuffling is sides.
So now the question is, if I do a mask on it, does the mask move with it? I think it does.
The shuffling.
It does. It would be quicker and easier instead of animating it to just nest it. Shuffle.
Is sidestep beast. The shuffling is.
I'll put a few more in. And I probably won't need any of these.
The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. We're just the shuffle.
What the fuck is the second thing he's talking about?
So anything. Oh. I wasn't ready. I was.
Ah, that's what I need to do. Okay. This is kind of a visceral animation. He's like birthed from it. I can't play this. You know I can't, even though I love it. Just a frame hold will do.
Hold on. I need a moment. Sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt. Sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. We're just.
I know, Face My Fears is great. I love it. I really hated when people didn't like it, and what was it? Was it Face My Fears or Don't Think Twice where I think it's Don't Think Twice, where someone made like an edit, a remix of it, where they changed the rhythm structure of it so it was more conventional. You're like, wow, this is so much better, and I'm like, no, it's not. It actually sounds a lot more generic now and worse. I forget which one it is. I should find it again, because that fucking depressed me when I saw like everyone be like, wow, this is so much better. I'm like, wow, really? Ugh. There you go, Skrillex is on board, so it's going to sound like a Skrillex song. If you don't like Skrillex's music, find the beat correcting it is missing the point. Yeah. I mean, it was very, like, it wasn't even really, like, a Skrillex song, per se. Because, like, it was very, you could tell Skrillex worked on it, but it, like, I think that's how you really could tell that he was just a fan of, Kingdom Hearts. Is that he didn't, like, add his personal flair to it and make it a Skrillex song. It was like, no, it's a Kingdom Hearts song, first and foremost. He decided what he wanted to it that would fit. I don't know. I never understood the hate for it. Regular rhythm structures, generic shitty music, yeah.
The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. And then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal.
Same key in time, so you can just passion, so Skrillex can mash them up with live shows. Yeah, which is great. I love that. It's so clear that like he pun intended had such a fucking passion for it. Like this wasn't just a gig to him. It clearly was like, this is something I've like kind of dreamed of. I would love to do this. Which is why it always pains me when people like write it off. I'm like, damn, okay. He's just a big fan. He's just a little guy. And it's his birthday. He's a little birthday boy. What am I doing? These should be on opposite sides. Left to right. Come on, idiot. Ever want a big leather coat with a hood? I have no idea. I've never seen a Skrillex live performance. I really gotta play the Devil May Cry series. I never have.
The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly.
Too excited for the anime. That's kind of why I want to play the games, because I'm like, the anime seems pretty cool. I would like to have context for it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of things I want to do.
The weird squirt thing that he became briefly with.
As an Organization 13 cloak ever looked good IRL? I mean, the main reason why it never looks good when like cosplayers and stuff wear them is because they're all wrinkly. Like they don't look good when they're like wrinkled or like sheen. To be completely honest, the only way an Organization 13 coat would probably look good is if it's like either a tight bound leather that like doesn't wrinkle easily, but it's like the kind of like leather where it's like so dark and black that you can kind of not tell that it's leather, or like a really matte latex that's like stretched over it. Because that is the problem with an Organization 13 coat, is it does not look good when it's folded or wrinkled or such.
The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. And then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before. The weird.
Bum, ba, bum.
The weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. We're just just so good. The shuffling sidestep beast, and then the weird squirt thing that he became briefly before going back to normal. We're just so good.
Yep, that's not what I meant to do. Actually, what happens if I do that? Let me save before I do. Whoa, Colonel.
Sport thing that he became briefly before going back to normal.
Distinct second wave of really good 32-bit pixel art animation. It really was. There are so many good, beautiful looking games on the GBA. Yeah, make that remix of the squeaky door. I don't know what you were talking about. Moon. Weird little dog. What I kind of really wanted to say here was like looks at lesbian couple, which one's this and which one's that. But I don't know how to translate it well with text with as little text as possible. Other than just looks at lesbian couple and kind of insinuate what the joke is. But if you don't get the joke, you're just going to see text saying looks at lesbian couple. Or like looks at lesbian couple, who's who. So I think it's easier to just do the two genders joke, which I don't think is as funny. But it is obvious what the joke is, without needing to explain it. Like if I was in the call, I would have made the joke, but editing the joke in hard. This one I thought it was one of the video redeems.
Hey, brother.
No, this isn't a video redeem. I've never seen this video before. I think I've seen this guy before though. His style looks vaguely familiar. Inside you there are two lesbians. Damn, you're having a good night. I'm sorry. Jesus, that door creaking is actually really annoying. Oh, share this because new door just dropped. Oh. Yeah, go through shooting real quick in Fortnite.
special attention. Together we run like in new dimensions.
I'll be honest. I like the sound. I want to punch his face so bad. It's so obnoxious. It's giving like the wacky kid energy. Like the way he does his expressions. It's specifically the expressions.
That's what that poem was. I could have taken the less stupid path, but then I took the stupid path, but then I was like...
Robert Frost quote. I don't want to do the quote right now. I'm a little bit too tired to be doing quotes. I kind of want to just do some easy edits right now.
Majima, by coincidence.
One eternity later.
Pardon me. You might make a remix out of it. Okay, that was funny. What was the fucking there was something that was remixed in Australia that was so very Australian. I forget what it was though. I have to try and remember. It was like a rant or something. We need a Pokemon game set in Australia. Well, I know there's a Twitter artist who's been spending years designing Pokemon for it. Maybe if there's like a Moments Later one. I know there's a Moments Later one. Oh, spoiler alert would be a good one. Where did spoiler alert go? There it is. Shove koalas into the Hawaii inspired region? Yeah, they did. I forget what it's called. Kamala. Yeah. Normal type Pokemon in Gen 7. Sun and Moon, that's right. God, these games. Pokemon. I kind of want to put the spoiler alert one because I like doing ones that I'm not necessarily. Because like I could do Moments Later, but I've done Moments Later, like before. I like doing ones that I haven't done. Oh yeah, Atarashi Gakko have a new song out, by the way, and it's fucking insane. he not coming up? I think Jason Statham's dead. I'll have to find him again. This better be the next Death Stranding game. Same. I love them. I love Atarashi Gakko. I just love everyone when they heard this were just like, oh my god, they're taking us to church. Who took them to a black gospel church? It's what it sounds so much like. Playing the piano and fucking rings back. Yeah, I never expected a Japanese pop band to remind me of my childhood in a black church. From what I've heard, it was a big influence on like Japanese music. I would love to see someone do a deep dive into why. Gene, fucking Norman Reedus falling down a mountain to this song. Oh, fucking hell, that would be so good. Yeah, yeah. Reminded me of my childhood and like. They've been in such a great streak at the moment, just like releasing banger after banger. Fucking this, then it's, you know, Tokyo Calling, and then even the Ghostbusters song was great. I fucking love their Ghostbusters song. It almost made me want to watch the movie. I didn't, but... Because I did want to watch it purely because it had James Acaster in it, and I do love James Acaster. But it wasn't enough. I think since Tokyo... Yeah, like, Toyonsei... They've been on, like, a hot streak. Like, they've really been... Like, Otona Blue blew up, and then they were just like, we need to utilize this. And thank God they didn't just go, we need to make more songs like Otona Blue. They were like, we can make all sorts of shit. It's great. I'm so glad. Like, I love Otona Blue. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite songs of theirs, but like, I don't want all of their songs to sound like that. Oh, look at the meat.
Goro, nani?
Am I right? Is his name Goro? His name is Goro. By coincidence.
I kind of love this.
Name. I hope the tiger's name is Goro Majima. By coincidence.
Oh god, I'm so sorry, Red. Here, I'll make it quieter. It should be quieter anyway. Try telling her to shut the fuck up.
Incidents.
I kind of need it to be a bit loud though, because the entire.
By coincidence.
If I go 4, -4 decibels, that should be enough. That's so I'm like, what is this in reference to? I'm like, what damn Viz? Yeah, just tell the dog to shut the fuck up. This is not a callback here. Well, it will be now.
Goro. Goro, nani?
Am I right? Is his name Goro? His name is Goro. Did I fucking go? Because I'm like.
Living in people's homes, you get a lot of people just yell at their dog to shut the fuck up the whole time you're giving the stuff. Yeah, God, yeah. It's like, you know, your dog, you know, that won't shut. It's like, yeah, I know, I just want to fucking, you know, it's cathartic. And I'm like, okay. But Pavlov has a thing to say, or a thing or two to say about you. AG, won't you take me
Popping off. No, I'm.
Yeah, you need to. It's not that you need to yell. You just need to speak in an authoritative tone. Authoritative flat tone. Slightly higher than normal. Doesn't need to be a yell.
.com. That's the website we usually use. Oh damn, Dan's just popping off. UFO 50 bingo. So if you go to bingosync.com, that's the website we usually use.
Let's maybe just standard zoom in. Keep it on.
That's the website we usually use. Oh damn, Dan's just popping off. No, I'm over here. Fuck you. Oh, he's making him. Oh, wait. I'll complete the Mogus. If you go.
Get rid of that.
I need to explain how combatants works if anyone's.
The speed run. Gotta have a little Mogus in the corner. Huh?
Probably Cleopatra, if I can get the rights.
like Cleopatra coming at ya.
I was gonna say.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean?
Cleopatra.
What
Like
the fuck is that?
Pac-Man. From Miss
Oh.
Pac-Man Maze Madness for the PlayStation 1. Nicole, are you even
Oh
cultured?
my god, I'm sorry that I'm uncultured.
My first instinct is like, man, I really want to make like a high octane, like. Actually, first, what I should do. See if I can find a commercial for Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. Oh, I have.
We made the new Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. First
And
we
it has
needed a
Cleopatra
maze.
in it.
Not a lame maze. Yeah, that's it. And not just one maze, 180 of them with lots of bonus rounds, gems of virtue to find, and a princess to save. And how about some creepy new bad guys? Whoa, too creepy. That's better. And now our hero, Miss Pac-Man. Not like that, in 3D. There she is. Now all that's missing is you. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. Rated E for everyone.
Game and console sold separately.
Now this is perfect. Lady Christina D'Souza, she's not a companion. I hate bait. I hate bait so much. This isn't Cleopatra.
When we made the new Miss
That's
Pac-Man Maze
Cleopatra.
Madness, first we needed a maze, not a lame maze. When we made the new Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness,
Why was this recorded in a tube?
not a lame maze. When we made the new Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness, first we needed a
Why is it so quiet? Mystical Bean Jackpot. I think I hate being alive. Japanese gang freestyle. Nothing but 90s rave pianos. Ah, Italo Disco. Good. Jackpot. Oh, I get it.
Oh my god, I'm sorry that I'm uncultured. Oh my god, I'm sorry that I'm uncultured.
Hey, game.
Uncultured.
Cure.
That I'm uncultured.
Hey, game.
Hi, Barry. I'm inserting the game commercial. Just because I can. Barry might tell me to take it out, but if he does, that's fine. Bringing a few Japanese people into that feel racist to you. I mean, let's be honest, that was probably an AI-made thing.
Oh my god, I'm sorry that I'm uncultured.
When we made the new Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness, first we needed a maze, not a lame maze. Yeah, that's it. And not just one maze, 180 of them with lots of bonus rounds, gems of virtue to find, and a princess to save. And how about some creepy new bad guys? Whoa, too creepy. That's better. And now our hero, Miss Pac-Man. Not like that, in 3D. There she is. Now all that's missing is you. Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. Rated E for everyone.
Game and console sold separately.
Hey, Gam, there's Cure.
Which trailer? Oh, thanks.
I thought you said Cure, and I was gonna say praise
Cure.
Cure.
Now, let me just save real quick because Premiere's being a bitch.
Pac-Man Maze Madness. Rated E for everyone.
Game and console sold separately.
Hey, Gam, there's Cure.
Players Cure. Or players in. Or players in. I'm terrified about where the season 2 is going to end. Rewatching the whole season up to the finale. That's a good idea. I wish I could. I don't have time for it, but I definitely recommend it if you do. Because last episode was very much like the pulling, the tide going out before the large wave comes in. You know what I mean? It's like last episode, it's like there's a lot of things being set up. A lot of pieces being put in place right now before we get the massive wave. Hang on, I just need to check something real quick. I just gotta double check. Anyway, watch Severance. Yeah. The Gambler one, watch Severance. probably a bit too flashy for some people. It should be fine because it's so small.
Sold separately.
Hey, game, there's Cure.
Which trailer?
Culture?
When we made the new Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness, first we needed a maze, not a lame maze.
FFZ is basically down for Firefox users. Yeah, a lot of Firefox is going down at the moment. I know some people have been moving to Firefox to get away from Chrome, but from what I've heard, Firefox is getting worse and worse, and especially some of their corporate decisions are getting really bad. So it's kind of like time for a lot of people to like go to like more third-party one. Substance. Oh, you watched the Substance? Nice. I fucking loved the Substance. It was so good. I really wish Demi Moore won best Oscar. Actually, I think Crowley Fargo should have won as well for fucking all of her work on it. Franker Faces, it's the extra emote thing. Blah. Okay, let me do this. And we'll go 160. How's that sound?
When we made the new Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness, first we needed a maze.
Whoop, that's the wrong fucking thing. That's speeding up and slowing down. We don't want to do that. Oh, the Premiere can handle it. BTTV? Yes, kind of. So... Franker Faces is basically the same as BTTV, but it came first. BTTV supports both BTTV emotes and Franker Faces emotes, and Franker Faces supports Franker Faces and BTTV. They're basically both. Basically, oh god, my lisp is really showing. They're both external tools for Twitch that have different features. I have them both for different reasons. But the main reason that people get them is for the emotes. Doesn't mess with the way chat looks like BTTV does. Yeah. Not very tech savvy, though. I mean, I have a lot of mods for Firefox or Twitch 11 and BTTV. Yeah, that's fair. BTTV, yeah, BTTV honestly has most of what you need anyway.
When we made the new Ms. Pac-Man Maze... When we made the new Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness, first we needed a maze, not a lame maze. Yeah, that's it. And not just one maze, 180 of them with lots of bonus
yeah,
rounds,
Flop is a
gems of
browser.
virtue to find, and a princess to save. And how about some creepy new bad guys?
Eric isn't fucking with you, I promise.
That's better. And now our hero, Ms. Pac-Man. Not like that, in 3D. There she is. Now all that's missing is you. Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness. Rated E for everyone.
Game and console sold separately.
Well, BTTV does have Barry's ray tracing emote, so I guess it does technically have ray tracing. So let's make this a little bit quieter.
Virtue to find and a princess to save. And how about some creepy new bad guys? Whoa, too creepy.
I keep being tempted to download
Now our
Flop.
hero, Ms. Pac-Man. Not like that, in 3D. There she is. Now all that's missing.
I remember I was going to go with Opera GX because it had a lot of features I liked, but then they came out with an AI thing with it, and also I really, really, really fucking hate their social media presence with a passion. A fucking passion.
Sold separately.
Hey, game, there's Cure. What? Actually?
Whatever will do the most
No,
damage.
someone
what I
in the
typically
call
do, I
made a
guess.
fucking Freddy Fazbear noise.
Pages load faster and has Chrome smooth. Opera GX is owned by a Chinese company. I'm sure they're good people running mainly in Chinese business and intelligence / CCP. So it's always been a problem. I mean, that's true, but the same is also true for America with the NSA. What with the Patriot Act and such. God, the mints are getting stuck. Alright, link them together.
What the hell is KRB? It's gotta be Jolly Roger Bay. Okay.
Why did Freddy Fazbear?
Can unlock for.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
Fucking hell.
What?
It's very rare that I get to make fun of myself like this.
Made a fucking Freddy Fazbear noise.
I just want to know fully why it did it.
Noise.
Probably yes. And yeah.
Now, what happens?
Freddy Fazbear noise.
Monkey seeing a good piece of fruit be like, fuck. God damn it.
Probably yes. Probably yes. And yeah. Probably yes. And yeah. Further notice. Probably yes. And
Howdy, Coke exploding.
Probably
noise.
Probably yes. And
Yeah, this sound similar to playing the tune of Megalovania. I legitimately was thinking the exact same thing, Eric.
yeah. Further notice. Here, here's what I'll do for you.
Let me do this. I'll mute this. Where's that going? Wrong place? Yep, wrong place. There you go, Eric. I need a Freddy Fazbear jump scare now. The Ultimate Autistic Vocal Stim Compilation. Hi, Katie. You got here just in time. If anything, I'm running a bit late. Just because I have to do Freddy jump scare, because I know I've got to leave, because we're about to do Deep Space Nine, but I just need to finish this Freddy Fazbear real quick. I need to finish Freddy Fazbear. Permission to finish. Thank you. Get rid of the fucking audio.
I must say, Froggy!
Yeah, I think it's cool. I don't. You know what's not cool? You're a little clumsy boy, aren't you? You lost your little hand there, did ya?
If I had a knife, I would gut you.
I need to watch that again. It's been a very long time. 38. 28. I know how to count. Shut you up. Shut you. Shimmy woo, shimmy. I'm very tired. I have not gotten much sleep in the last 2 days. Oopsie. It's fine. Okay. How much are we taking off? 14. We're taking off 14. Everyone remember we're taking off 14. That's not what I meant to do. Taking off 14. Oh, sweet. So it's 2 seconds exactly. Take care. I wish I could. You know I'm physically incapable of that. Freddy Fazbear. It's the Freddy Fazbear. Chocolate. Hold.
Yeah. Further notice.
I'm falling into the spoon dimension. Yeah, actually, that is what it sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah. Further notice. Because I know you like magic a lot.
They don't read boys.
Yeah. Further notice. Because I know you like magic a lot.
They don't.
Frederick Fazington, hello. The name is Frederick Fazington. Alright, Freddy Fazbear done. Cheese rat stuff. Oh, okay, cheese rat stuff. Have I at least reached the halfway point? Okay, that is the halfway point. Well, that's beyond halfway, technically. Well, technically it is halfway because I did skip a few. It counts. It counts.
Sex.
No. Lemmy, you can't. Not here. Let's just say hi to Dan, who's been captured by Lamalana. Still. I looked and I was like, do I have Lamalana? How much does it cost? And then I realized I bought it in 2015. Like, can I load more activity? Oh, it doesn't show, but I bought it in like 2015. I don't remember this game at all. I never played it, but I had bought it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I guess I will play it sometime. What the fuck? Because like Dan's lost in it. And he's like, it's really good. And I'm like, fuck, maybe I should try it then. Yeah, he's really cranking out them achievements, huh? How many achievements are there? 64, okay. Like, I don't know. I want to give it a try at least. It's been in several Humble Bundles. That's probably where I got it from. I wish I checked before I installed it. Because if I, you know what? If I looked at other games that were around it when I installed them, when I redeemed it, I probably would have revealed it. What the hell is Lemia Must Die? Oh, probably another. Oh yeah, Lambda Wars. I remember that. Oh, anyway, so to Dan, I'll be there Thursday. I don't know if it'll be an early stream or a late stream or no stream. We'll figure it out. See how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You know, one day or another, we'll figure it out. One day we figure things out. One day I will. You know like that.